after that, we had 66 baptisms, but it was just so incredible to know that, hey, God is responding. God was waiting for us. He's seeing that we are not ready, but when people are ready, miracles are happening. And we had baptisms, and we had more baptisms, and more baptisms. We had a wedding in a Papua New Guinea style. The first week I was preaching in the medical faculty, and then I was planning to come back to the clinic because the clinic needed me. But then they said, Miss Elena, there is one pastor from Mexico. They can't understand his Spanish. Could you translate for him? I don't know how they learn. I speak Spanish. I was like, okay, I guess it's a calling. So we went to a school, and there were 200 students there, and we preached to them for the whole week. We told them everything, all those, truths from the Bible, and I was translating. They were so bright. They were smart. They were like, I could not tell you, like as if I'm talking to scientists. One of them came one night, and he said, Miss Elena, could you tell me more about the ligands and the phytoestrogen, how they relate to our health? And I study quite a lot of medicine. I'm good to come out from any situation. But then as I was driving back in the car, I was like, oh, he asked me about the ligands. And so I realized, I was like, oh, wow, this is like so complicated. I couldn't even, and the next day I came and was like, hey, let me tell you, I didn't even warm up on your question, but that was a very profound question. They asked me to teach them songs in Spanish. On the second day, they understand. I didn't even have to translate. When he would say something funny, before I translate, they already were laughing. Oh my goodness. And then they asked me to teach them Italian songs, CPR, Greek songs and Ukrainian songs, and at the end, I was like, okay, this is our last evening, what song you want me to teach you? They're like, teach us Chinese. So I told them a Chinese song. I could not believe it. And they grabbed it right up. So smart, brilliant kids. In one of our sessions, they were asking me, they're like, Miss Elena, there is one doctor, he would like to ask you a question. I said, sure. So everybody was like very, nervous about what question he's going to ask me and if I will be able to answer him. And he said, Miss Elena, you were talking about when Jesus is going to come, he's going to come on a cloud. And then he's going to take us back home, and you mentioned somewhere close to Orion. Exactly which planets are we going to stop back on the way? I couldn't believe, because even his question had so much faith in it. Then another girl came and was like, Miss Elena, I need to talk to you. I feel so